Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So, we just got an update from Scopely and Star Trek Fleet Command, a huge update. And I just wanted to review this with you guys very quickly. As you can see, I got dumped on server 34 somehow when I was trying to load up my game. So, I'm going to have to figure out how to get my game loaded back onto my phone from server 12 or server 32. I'm kind of leaning towards server 32 just because those are a bunch of really cool people that know how to have a lot of fun. Nothing against server 12, but server 32 is fun. So we got an update, and it was a link to an article, and the title is Expanding Our Horizons. And I'm just going to read through this so you guys get the gist of what this is entailing and how it's going to impact us. Recently, Scopely and its partner at Viacom CBS came together to discuss the successes, past, present, and future, of our flagship game, Star Trek Fleet Command. Part of those meetings were a celebration of the triumphs the game has achieved since its worldwide release in November of 2018. We couldn't be prouder of how well the game has been received by the Star Trek fans. I'm going to try reading this without laughing. Players demonstrate their love of the game in every possible way, setting records for playtime, loyalty, and retention. As most of you know, the mobile game was originally conceived to align with the release of the Star Trek films in the Kelvin timeline that began with Star Trek in 2009. For the last 2 years, Star Trek Fleet Command has been exploring the universe of that film series. When it came to discussing the future of the game, the creative team for Star Trek Fleet Command, CBS, and fans of the game are in agreement on the answer: more Star Trek. The big news. Today we're proud to announce that Star Trek Fleet Command will soon become all of Star Trek's past, present, and future. That includes the film and TV series from the Star Trek Original Series, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, and Enterprise. It also includes the amazing series released digitally through CBS All Access, Star Trek Discovery, Picard, Lower Decks, Strange New Worlds, and more to come. What makes this deal exciting is how it marries the recent success of Star Trek Fleet Command with the long-running love of Gene Roddenberry's Star Trek. With Star Trek soon to celebrate its 54th anniversary on September 8th, an amazing and beloved Trek universe has been built and continues to be built. Together, Scopely and CBS look forward to sharing those stories with current and future fans of Star Trek Fleet Command. Scopely and CBS look forward to exploring this multiverse with our fans in the upcoming months and years to come. When does it start? In a small way, it already has. Witness Harry Mudd from Discovery last week. Next up, the development team introduces new content and characters. And then it will get bigger, with missions, technology, officers, ships, and more taken from the greater multiverse of Star Trek. After years of content creation focusing on exploring the Kelvin universe, we look forward to bringing so much more to players over the months and indeed years to come. To paraphrase, that's our continuing mission. Together with our fans, let's explore strange new worlds and boldly go where no one has gone before in mobile gaming. The future remains undiscovered and full of mystery. While our plans for the rest of 2020 have taken clear shape, the roadmap of tomorrow's universes is something we're still navigating. We will release these exciting Star Trek universes in cohesive pieces with a focus on one specific TV series before moving on to the next. With the long-term vision in mind, we will ultimately circle back to revisit some of those characters and stories more intimately. Just how will the story arcs interact and come together? That depends partly on how players choose to weave and lace missions and stories together while using the Star Trek crew of their dreams. Yes, someday that means you could put Jean-Luc Picard at the helm of the USS Discovery with the crew of Scotty, Tilly, Quark, and Seven. The choices will be yours. Our future together. We look forward to introducing new arcs and universes regularly. With so much legacy Star Trek content available and more being released by our creative partners at CBS, we're eager to begin the next phase in the journey. The exact cadence of new series content will vary depending on how long we stay with one series. Our fans' enthusiasm for specific content and the limits of how fast our writers can craft new narratives. We gratefully acknowledge the eternal popularity and passion inspired by Star Trek. Star Trek Fleet Command will continue to invest in game features and content that reflect Roddenberry's vision of the future. With each month, the game will reinforce that investment with content and narrative from our creative team that bring out characters and stories new and old. Star Trek Fleet Command, much like Star Trek itself, was built for the long term. And that's the end of the article. I can honestly say I'm really excited for this. I'm really excited to kind of see all eras of Star Trek. The unfortunate thing is the spending. When I was reading through this article, I just kept envisioning dollars. And so I think this is really good news for people who don't spend $1 on the game, or people who have no problem spending money on the game. Then you have the in-between, the people who feel like they are not receiving the bang for their buck. And I mean, we've gone through those. I mean, I don't want to beat the dead horse anymore. There have been issues, and so I won't really get into that because I think this is a really fun moment for everyone to kind of take a step back and breathe and kind of say that this is something that's going to be really cool and can be really fun. I think at the end of the day, this is one of the reasons I'm always showing everyone on my channel so many different Star Trek games. Because I want to show you that there are different avenues for your love of Trek. If you find Star Trek Fleet Command, isn't developed well enough or is too expensive, there's Star Trek New Horizons, which I've just been playing and has been a ton of fun. There's the old game, Star Trek Birth of the Federation, which I play. There's the current game where we're still getting content on, and that's Star Trek Online, as well as the mobile game Star Trek Timelines. So there are multitudes of avenues to get your Trek love on, basically. So I want to just conclude this video and say, I think this is good news. I think we have to kind of wait and see about what happens and, go from there. I'm excited because I love Star Trek Discovery so much. I'm excited that they are starting with Star Trek Discovery and that, hopefully the Discovery is going to make it into the game. I probably won't be able to afford it, but at least I can see it in the game, zooming around the systems. So let me know your thoughts. What do you think about this? Make sure to click that like or that dislike. Click that subscribe button and hit that bell for future notifications about gaming, Star Trek stuff, geek stuff, anything in those realms. And I will talk to you guys later.